Hi there and welcome to Joe World. Please consider subscribing to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss any of our uploads.
Another day, another Big Brother Naija Reunion 2021 edition. Hi guys and welcome back to this channel. Like we do, today is another review summary of today's episode of the Big Brother Naija Reunion 2021 for the lockdown guys. Today started off with Erica and Laycon. Of course, they showed us a snippet on day 8 of what is going to happen between Erica and Laycon, and true to the snippet they showed us, there was drama, although it wasn't as much drama as I actually anticipated, but then drama nonetheless. So he started off by asking, Ebuka of course started off with Watoni and Erica, and then Watoni said our problem is with Erica's fan and not Erica. And then Erica is like, the problem is actually with your attitude, not necessarily my fan. Because in the house, we're sort of friends, and coming out of the house, I expected that would carry the same energy, at least still be friends. And then I started getting negative vibes from you, blah, blah, blah. And in typical Watoni manner, she had to change it. It had to become something about guys. And then she had to bring Kid Wire into the picture, saying how herself and Erica and Kid Wire were doing a lot of things, doing nasty things under the sheets, how Kid Wire kissed her at one point during the Truth or Dare game they had, and all of those things. And she even said Kid Wire cannot afford her. At this point, I'm like, madam, how much are you? Like, are you like for sale? Like Erica asked. Which one is nobody can afford you? Anyways, it all ended in praise for Erica and Watoni because they apologized to each other. Erica apologized, she said awful things to Watoni, and Watoni apologized for letting her fans, Erica's fans, get the best of her, and she reacting based on fan action. Now that ended. Now Ebuka then asked V, like Ebuka spoke to Erica first concerning V and was like, okay, so what, we've settled Watoni, let's settle Joseph and V. What is the kind of relationship you guys have? And Erica was like, okay, first up, we were never friends in the house. There's some people that you just don't gel with, your soul just does not connect with, and V is one of those persons. I don't care for her, I don't care for this situation, I'm just not a friend. And V, thankfully, or coincidentally, shares the same opinion with Erica. She was like, I really don't care for her either, she's not my friend, we don't have to be friends. There's some people that but V was like, actually they spoke earlier in the house while Erica was in the house concerning Laycon, because it's like the brunt of the misunderstanding or the lack of friendship between Erica and V, regardless of the fact that they probably might not have a good relationship from the beginning, is centered around Laycon. And V was like, she spoke with Erica while they were in the house. They had to speak a lot about Laycon, like, okay, you have to free this guy, he is so much into you, you're always in this space 247, just ease with him. And that it was now the following Sunday that Erica dropped that bombshell of Tolani Badge wanting to take Neil from V, and that was just like where their relationship entered voicemail, no repair, nothing can be done. And when Ebuka asked Talani Badge what she felt about V and Erica's situation, she was like, well, both of them don't care for each other. Just like I don't care for V. Like, did you need to bring that into the equation, madam? You're so predictable. Anyways, that's just it. Both of them, none of them apologized. They've settled it that we can't have a friendship, and both of them are cool. It's from both parties. Then, since Laycon has been brought into the picture, Ebuka first asked Kid what he felt concerning it, and Kid was like, both of them do not really have to speak to each other, they don't have to communicate. Erica is all about our money. Laycon is about his money, his music career, whatever, no resentment between them, and it's all love and light between them. Right now, Ebuka asked Erica how she felt, and she said there is no connection. Both of them have not communicated since leaving the house, since Laycon got out of the house. there is no point in them having a discussion. Erica was even like, at a point she felt really stupid, and she said it again while the show was going on, that she feels stupid for having referred to Laycon as one of the people who had her back in the house, because when she got back to the real world and then she saw video clips that Laycon said he didn't see. Actually, Laycon said he didn't see the video that Erica made apologizing to him after she got disqualified before she entered into the real world in the hotel where they keep them first. But Erica said when she got out, she saw the videos of Laycon in the house, interactions he had with other housemates, and when he spoken about her, and she realized that Laycon was just being manipulative and literally gaslighting her, and then that eventually broke her and led to the flare up and the circumstance that surrounded our eviction rather from the show, or a disqualification from the show. Now, Laycon speaking, Laycon said his team, he does not handle his social media, so like that's on boss mode. His team realized that Erica blocked them, and so I mean, there is not so much equal to that. He feels there should be a communication, there should be a discussion surrounding what happened between them. Erica said, we really do not have to speak about it, and that if Laycon actually wants to speak about, because Ebuka asked other housemates what they thought, and all of them were like, it's between both of them. They have to come to that decision on their own without influence from anybody. And Erica was like, if Laycon, as he said, wants a conversation to happen, if he's not just being a snake and a manipulative person that he is, they are in a WhatsApp group together, and he has access to our phone number, a personal line, so why not reach out to me if indeed you want to reach out. That and Ebuka was like, okay, if you had reached out to you, would you have received his call? Would you have listened to him? She was like, maybe if you sent a text and I read it and it makes sense, why not? I will respond. But if you had called, I wouldn't. But now the bets are even off the table, because that was when she newly got out of the house and Laycon got out of the house shortly after. But that now she's all about her career, she's more focused than ever. Her aim of going into the house has been established, achieved. Laycon's aim to going into the house, in my opinion, has been established. He went to promote his music, he came back a bigger musician. She went in to promote her acting career. She's now one of the next rated actresses in Nigeria. So I mean, both of them had their purposes fulfilled. So Erica's like, well, we can't have a conversation, nothing can happen, just own it that you don't like me, I don't like you. Don't try and say there is a possibility for conversation, because we both know that neither of us will reach out to the other person first, and so this conversation or a mending of the relationship or whatever between us cannot happen. You don't like me, I don't like you. It is okay for two individuals to not be into each other. Like, I feel like I'm just telling you guys this story word for word, literally. I don't want to waste too much time, because well, they cut the whole conversation, because I felt like it went for a longer period, because then they went on a commercial break, and when they go back, Ebuka already changed the question and the topic, and they were talking about the influence BBNaija has on fans, the influence fans has on these housemates. V was like, I don't care for them, and we can tell already V does not really care for her, not necessarily for her fans, but she does not care for the social media paparazzi. And I personally feel like this lockdown set, this 2021 reunion BBNaija set, they are very vain. They are so much invested in social media, and like V said, social media is just a facade. It's not reality. We all say it's not reality, but it's like these guys are so much invested and so much interested in what happens on social media that is what dictates their own life and existence outside of social media. Because I thought it was like there's been situations. She even mentioned one where she stopped liking and commenting on under some individuals. Like, when did like and comments become so much of a big deal? Like, you enter someone else's DM to say you don't have to like this person's post because this person is not engaging in your post. Like, that's just the height of pettiness. It's not necessary. You necessary, my dear, and that she's been sweet. And Tolani Badge also said the same thing, like, yeah, social. I mean, if Tolani Badge says she's not social media crazy, then I don't, because for her to even know Prince's followership count on Instagram by heart, stalker much. Like, really. Anyways, that was that conversation, and that was where Ebuka wrapped today's episode of the Big Brother Naija Reunion 2021, the BBNaija 2021 Reunion day, whatever day it is that we are at currently. I think I've even lost track. I think this is the ninth day or the eighth day. I will put it in the caption so you would be able to tell which day exactly, and you can follow the conversation. Anyways, guys, that's it from my end. Let me know what you think concerning today. I feel like today's episode had a sort of anticlimactic end because there wasn't as much most as we would have expected. Although Erica came to own her truth, and it was obvious that she came and she was willing to speak without filter and just let everything out. But then, thanks to Laycon and his team and the maturity that he tried to play out and the few words that he spoke, everything just got diffused and there wasn't so much energy. I mean, Laycon did not match Erica's energy at all. Nobody matched Erica's. The only person that tried to bring energy was Watoni, but Erica didn't even match Watoni's energy because Watoni was coming from a very off point, in my opinion. Okay, enough analysis done from my end. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow when they bring another reunion episode to our viewing pleasure. I'll come and give you the summary here again, the review, and we can talk about it together. Bye.